Have you ever struggled to hit the right notes while worshiping? Well, don't worry, you're not alone. The key to singing with confidence isn't just talent, but it's actually knowing what key your voice is in. Stick with me as I share 4 simple ways on how to find the right key for your voice. Before we could go into, we have to learn the very basics of music, which is your musical alphabet, right? So the musical alphabet looks something like this. As you can see, it's just your ABCs, but they stop at G. You have a total of 7 major keys, and then you have 5 sharps or slash flat keys. Okay, we'll get more into that later. As you go towards the right from A to B and B to C, it goes higher in pitch, and as you go in reverse of your ABCs, it goes lower in pitch. Okay, once you get to G, it restarts and it goes back to A. So there's no key of H or anything higher than that. It goes right back to A. You have a total of 12 notes in the musical alphabet if you combine both majors and sharps and the flats. The sharps and flats are the same key. They're the same thing. If you have a sharp and a B flat, just know that those are the same if it's in the same spot. Similarly, how C sharp and D flat is the same note. So you might be wondering, why do we have to learn about the musical alphabet? Especially if I'm just singing, I'm not playing an instrument, why do I need to know this? As singers, it's very important for you to know your key. Everybody in the band or whoever is going to be joining you in your singing, they know what key to play. Or if you do play an instrument, then you would want to know the correct chords that are needed to play that song. We'll come back to this musical alphabet as we progress, but starting at number 1 is Google search. Google search is a very easy way to learn how to find the key, right? The song originally is written in a specific key. So if you just get your phone and you search up original key, and as you can see, it tells you the original key of the song, and in this case we're going to be using "O Come to the Altar" as an example. It says its original key is in key of B. That's a very fast, easy way to understand how to find the key, is you search up the original key and there you go. But it's not as simple as that, because there are times where a guy is singing or a girl is singing. But this is a general way of finding a starting point. Starting at number 2 is guitar. Obviously this is my favorite way of finding the key for a song, is guitar is my main instrument. But if you don't play guitar, you can go ahead and skip to number 3. But this is the way I would find the key in if you play guitar. It's a very simple way. Going back to how number 1 was Google search the song "O Come to the Altar," right? "O Come to the Altar" is played in original key of B. If you are in the key of B, you can actually play your G shapes on the 4th capo. That will be key of B, because G, if you go back to the musical alphabet, what comes after G? If you're playing G chords, after G is G sharp, right? After G sharp is A, after A is A sharp, and after A sharp is B. So using the musical alphabet, you can figure out how to capo all the way up to the key of B. This is the original key. And then it starts, "Are you hurting and broken within?" As you can see, my voice can't really reach that high. "Overwhelmed by the weight of your sin, Jesus is calling." So I'm reaching a bit, and so I can already know, based off of my voice, every voice is made differently. So if your voice fits perfectly there, go ahead and sing it. If it feels too high for you, like you're straining in your throat, then you want to go lower, right? As we learned before, the pitch goes higher if the higher you go down the scale, right? The higher you go up. So rather than going up, you're going to go down to, you can try You can go down to B flat. Are you hurting and broken within? It still feels high, so let's lower it 1/2 of a step. And in this key will be in A now. Are you hurting and broken within? Overwhelmed by the weight of your sin? Jesus is calling. As you can tell, that feels way more comfortable. My voice isn't straining anymore. That's my key. And that's how you find your key in using a guitar, and also using step 1, which is to Google search the original key. We understood the original key was saying in key of B, and so it was too high, so we just lowered it down to A. And now we know the key for our voice specifically is key of A. If it still feels too high for you, you just keep going lower until you get to G, and I don't think a voice will go lower than G. That's how you would find the key, right? Let's say you want to sing a different song. Let's say a song that a girl originally sings. Again, we'll go back to the first steps we did earlier. We're going to be doing What a Beautiful Name as an example. And we type original key, right? Now, original key for What a Beautiful Name is in the key of D. But as we know, that is a girl key. So if we were to try original key, we can use C shapes, and as we know, after C we can go to C sharp, and after C sharp it's D. Or you can play your D chords as well, that works as well too. So What a Beautiful Name, we would be playing it here. Obviously, if you're a girl, you can go ahead and find if that fits your voice. But if you're a guy like me and you're trying to find a different gender, you could technically just Google search What a Beautiful Name and search up male key, right? It's a very easy, very fast way of learning your key for a guy. But again, this is just a general rule of thumb. Every voice is different, so you have to go ahead and figure that out yourself. But since we're in the key of, it shows key of A, we're at the same key as the other song. And you would just transpose those chords to play that to that song. So the song starts, what a beautiful name it is, the name of Jesus Christ my King. What a beautiful name it is, nothing compares to this. So as you can see, it's a little bit high for my voice. So again, I just lower it. I can lower to A flat, but I'm just gonna go full step to G and try that. What a beautiful name it is, what a beautiful name it is, the name of Jesus Christ my King. What a beautiful name it is, nothing compares to this. What a beautiful name it is, the name of Jesus. And so you can basically use Google as your friend when it comes to finding your key. It's probably the easiest way to find your key. Like I said, every voice is differently, so you kind of have to figure out exactly which key, and having an instrument is a very easy way to figuring that out. But yeah, that's how you figure out your voice or your key for your instrument. One thing I will say though is to make sure to practice not just the chorus or not just the verse, but you have to practice every part of a song. Typically in most songs a verse is very low, and a chorus or a bridge, I mean sometimes a chorus even as well, it can get very high. So you want to make sure to test all parts of the song to make sure that it's a well-suited key for you. Let's say G is too high for that What a Beautiful Name. If G is too high, then you're gonna have to switch from using G, because after G, if you go lower than G, you go into F, right? Key of F, or F sharp, or G flat, right? F sharp. Then you can't play your G chords anymore. You're gonna have to switch to E chords, right? you might have to go down to E, or E. If E is too low, then you can put your capo, and as we know, after E is F. There's no E sharp. It goes right to F. Okay? This is why it's important to know your musical alphabet. Between E and F, there is no sharps. They're right next to each other. And also between C and B, there are also no sharps or flats. Right? For this case, this will be the next lower key. What a beautiful name it is. What a beautiful name. The name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a beautiful name it is. Nothing compares to this. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus. So, you do need to have some musical ear to be able to hear and sing the right correct notes. If you're struggling with singing on key, singing in tune, then you would have to practice vocal exercises to help you hit the right notes. And that's a separate issue. This video is just specifically for finding the key and knowing that's your key and being able to pick your key. So that's just a quick example of how I find my key on guitar. Going into number 3 is using a piano. If you have a piano, obviously you could go ahead and do very similarly what we did there with the guitar. You can search it up on Google and find those chords for that specific key. Obviously on piano is much more complicated. You can't just use a capo. You have to actually know every chord for every key. So if you're in the key of F, you're going to be playing F, right? And then you got to know your chords for that key. So obviously I don't have a piano, so I'm going to be using the piano app. You can use actually a piano app on your phone and find your key as well. Like we just tried on the guitar. We know our key already, but assuming we don't know our key, you would try an A. What a beautiful name it is. What a beautiful name it is. You could just play the A. You would just play an A and then you would try to sing to that, right? What a beautiful name it is. But it's too high. Let's try G. What a beautiful name. What a beautiful name it is. What a beautiful name it is. That's obviously not the best way to go about it, is using a piano app, because it's very difficult. Unless you know chords, you could try to play the chords. This is a way technically to be able to find your key. I wouldn't recommend it though, but it could work and it could kind of help you hear where it's at. Number 3 on the list is using a pad. So on your phone, you could go ahead and search up key of G pad, and you go ahead and search that, and you can find many different pads in the key of G, right? You want to play that. It's just going to be a video. It just sounds like that. And it's just a pad, right? And so you can be able to hear and listen and use your musical ear to find if that's your key, right? What a beautiful name it is. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my King. You see how you could kind of hear the notes and you can actually be able to sing along to it in that key. And you could tell right away if it's not it, right? You can go try key of A. You could even do key of B. Obviously, if you're a girl, you would try key of D or key of C if it's too high. And that's also, I highly recommend using a pad if you don't have no instruments. This is probably the best way, is Google search and use a pad. A few more things before we end this video that I would like to talk about is what's called minor keys. As we learned before with the circle of the 12 notes, right? There's only major keys. Majors, sharps, and flats. But there are certain songs that you sing that could be in a minor key, which changes a little bit the key that you're supposed to sing it in. But it's technically, you can go ahead and do everything we talked about in this video and it can still be the same, even if for minor keys. So the only thing that it changes for minor keys is that some of the chords in that scale turn from a minor into a major, and the main key of the song becomes the minor. It's kind of hard to explain, but typically for singers, I don't think it really is that important, but it is something to take into account, that so we won't get much into it. It's just something to be aware of. And also is finding the song by ear. You know, if you're somebody that plays an instrument, this is more for musicians, I guess, not really for the singers. But if you do play an instrument or want to play an instrument, there's times where whoever's playing the instrument has to find the key for the singer. So a singer might be singing, "What a beautiful name it is," but you don't know what key you're singing. Neither does the person playing an instrument know what you're singing. So the person playing the instrument has to find that key by just listening and trying to figure it out. That's usually more for spontaneous worship or on the spot, just trying to figure it out. But typically singing in that same key is always better than trying to switch to a different key. But that's pretty much all that I have for you guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please leave a like and share. Leave a comment if you have any questions or concerns. And if you'd like to see more content like this, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.